the thing about wearing glasses, and, I told you that I went to the eye doctor and I was just doing reading glasses. And the doctor said, would you like for me to show you how you could be seeing all the time if I gave you what we used to call bifocals, but for some reason we think we're all too hip for that now, progressives.
Yeah, that just means it blends in, right? It doesn't have a line in it.
Right, and he said, let me show you how
it's
you
a good way to fall down the steps, though.
It is. To be able to see, and he showed me, I've even used this as an analogy for the Holy Spirit, he showed me how I could see. And I said, well, you just sewed a pair of glasses. So I got me some glasses, and I've been wearing them. But the problem is they're not tinted. So when I go out in the sun, I do my the little, what are they called?
Yeah.
What are those things called?
Casa del Mar?
Yeah.
Del Mar?
Yeah.
Casa del Mar?
Yeah, whatever they are.
Something like
Costa
del Mar.
That's it, Costa.
Yeah.
So I wear those.
Or if you really get good ones, they're called Costa del Mar.
Yes, they are. Those are the ones you get at Costco.
Right.
But anyway, and then what I do is I will take my regular glasses when I'm in the sun.
Put it in your pocket.
And I put it in my pocket.
Yeah, I do the same thing.
So I went by the home improvement store and I had them in my front pocket, and I had to pick up 2 folding tables, and I got 12 folding chairs that we need for down at the farm. Well, I'm bending over a lot. Yeah, I'm bending over a lot, and I'm loading. Yeah. So they shot out of my pocket somewhere, and I should have buttoned the pocket, which I didn't do.
Didn't do it.
And so I don't know where these glasses are, and I tried to find them, so now they're gone.
Ooh, that's a mean picture. Where'd you get that one from?
That's from us doing the podcast. So anyway, do you remember me saying that was when I put a you and me, and we're laser focused coming back from vacation? Do you remember that? But anyway, and everybody laughs at that for some reason, which should hurt our feelings. But anyway, so I'm at home talking about it, and I said, well, I've talked to the eye doctor. I got to go. It's been 2 years, which, by the way, is a record for me. Right. I kept up with those glasses for 2 years.
That is a record
and
for anything you keep up with.
Yeah, and so they said you got to come back in because your prescription is more than a year old, so we can't just order glasses. So I'm talking about this to Sherry, and this is what happens. And I didn't know this, and that's where I was going to get you guys' feedback when I've told Adler, and he's doing that now, showing pictures. She said, just get your prescription. Don't get any glasses. And I said, what are you talking about? She goes, well, I mean, the last time you got glasses. And I said, what are you talking about? Did you think I looked goofy in my glasses? Well, you need to get some hipper glasses. And I said, well, I'm 56 years old. Well, how hip can I get without looking weird? What do you want, Elton John? I mean,
no,
what are you talking about?
You know what I would like to, and I want what you're talking about. I need those progressive lens, too. But I want what I call the Chuck Foreman glasses. Do you remember Chuck Foreman that played for the Minnesota Vikings?
Greg, picture him in those.
He had the coolest glasses because it was like dark brown at the top and then it tapered off.
You like that?
And just have that all the time.
Well, be sure you're clear and don't get the Chuck Muncie glasses.
Yeah. Don't get that.
Yeah.
Those are look like Poindexter.
But I want to ask y'all something. Did I look goofy in my glasses? I mean, Sherry's like, those are, do you like some
well,
you need to get some hipper glasses.
Rick,
what's wrong with those?
Rick, there's nothing wrong with them, but nobody's going to scream, hey, those are hip to the groove.
Well, that's what Sherry said.
Yeah, it's not a negative, but it's not a wash. It's kind of a neutral.
All right.
Can I ask you this though? At my age, can I go to the point where I look silly?
Can I say this?
I mean, if I go too
I don't think at our age we need to be hip to the groove.
Right.
Okay?
That's
not what we're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
Some of you pastors that wear white tennis shoes and tight blue jeans and you're 50 probably shouldn't do that.
Right.
It's the same concept.
Right.
And Bubba, I don't know where they went, and we destroyed them, and it's on us. And I kind of liked them. But you came in a couple weeks ago with those Harry Carey looking glasses, and we haven't seen them again. What happened?
That's worse than what I.
Is that what it was?
Hey, Adler, see if you can find Chuck Foreman.
Right.
Picture Chuck Foreman, Minnesota Vikings, number 44.
Yeah. But those are like the 70s glasses you're talking.
But they're still that's not no. Is that Walter Williams?
No, that's him. I think modern day.
Oh,
I'm just kidding. I don't
can't
think
be.
That's him. That's the glasses.
Rick, it
is
That's
him.
him modern day. That's the glasses he wears now. See, he's older now.
No, not
that's
those.
Chuck Foreman.
That ain't the ones I'm talking about.
I know.
That ain't Chuck.
But
Foreman.
now back to my point. But look what he wears at his age now. He's not wearing what he wore when he was hip and young. Don't you think I can get too hip with the glasses?
I think we
silly?
can all get too hip. I think everybody in the room that wears glasses, and I always get frustrated at this one right here. I'm pointing at Greg Burgess because he should wear his glasses more. He looks fine in his glasses. Speedy looks fine in his glasses. You look fine in your. Bubba looks fine in his glasses. Y'all all look. I mean, there's no sense in overcomplicating this.
But I just want to get another pair just like I had. And Sherry says, no, just bring the prescription home. You're going to go with me this time and get glasses.
But then
And
you're
I'm
going to
like,
get the glasses Sherry wants,
Look,
not the
Bubba,
ones that
Bubba.
that's what Bubba wants.
Well, that's not the exact
I know the ones you're
ones,
talking
but yeah,
about. I know the ones you're talking
that's, we're getting closer.
You're talking about the ones that are half tint and half clear at the bottom, and they come down.
Well, they were
Yeah.
were kind of a brown tint at the top and then faded to
Faded,
clear at
yeah.
the bottom.
Oh yeah. I had a pair of those back in '80.
Yeah. Oh, they were great.
Yeah.
Look, I think anytime you go back to something in the '80s, there's nothing wrong with that.
Right. I mean,
Because it was the greatest decade mankind
But
has
I don't
ever
want to.
had.
I don't look like a club owner, where Shannon
Yeah, well,
works.
you
or-
don't have a-
or,
yeah,
you
you're
know,
not gonna have a chain.
or a drug dealer.
Don't add
I
3
mean,
chains
right.
and you'll be all right.
I thought the ones I had last time were appropriate for my age, but Sherry said that I went too old.
yeah, you'll be a little.
Really? You agree with her?
A little bit.
But Bubba,
Little
you're a
bit.
little flashy though. You can be a little
He's
gaudy.
a little bit flat.
Bubba, you can
You
be.
talking about?
Look,
I'm not talking
look
about-
at me. Look at me. What is flashy about what I
No, but
got
you know how
on?
Bubba he
I've got 3
Hey,
shirts.
if we're on location ever,
I got
he
3
show up with those
shirts I
sunglasses.
wear.
Bubba get a little gaudy.
He can.
He
He would still have those Harry Carries if y'all wouldn't have made fun of
I
him.
mean, I can't believe you ever gave up that watch you had.
Rick, that was about 96.
He had a watch.
It was
one
a
time.
gift from Betty.
And I'd always ask him what time the pawn shop opened.
That watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a chain back then, too.
I looked and there he was on cable with American Pickers,
They had them nugget braces.
Pawn Star. Yeah, I mean, I just feel like that I need to act and in the entertainment business we're allowed a little bit of leeway because of what we do for a living.
Yeah.
But you can't go too far with it. I'm afraid she's going to put me some glasses that I'm going to feel like I'm. You can be too hip when you're somebody's
Well, why don't you,
dad and you get that.
Why don't you see what she's
Yeah, you can
gonna
be
s-
overhipped.
Why don't you see what she's going to suggest?
I just didn't like the fact that she made that face. I didn't realize she didn't like the glasses that I had.
Rick, this no glasses look here, I think you look a little too nice, a little too uptight here.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. See,
Oh my goodness. That's scary.
I meant to ask
is
you,
really
are you
scary.
going for the Spurgeon
I'm
look?
going back to Charles Spurgeon. Sherry said this. She said
that
this
is scary.
No, let me tell you something. Let me tell you how bad this Charles Spurgeon thing is, and I always feel bad for Charles Spurgeon. Okay, a friend of mine has a picture of Spurgeon in his office because he's a full-time minister. He said somebody walked in his office and said, "Well, you're really a Rick Burgess fan."
You gotta be kidding me.
And he was like, "What?" He goes, "Why you got a picture of Rick Burgess in your office?" He goes, "That's Charles Spurgeon."
That's so funny.
Why's Rick dressed in old timey clothes?
Right? What did he get that made in
Was it
Gatlinburg?
throwback? Yeah, one of them old timey pictures.
I
got.
love getting those made when I was a
But
kid.
Rick,
Look.
but anyway, Greg, the prince of pictures. But listen, let me tell you what's funny. So Sherry said this has been the progress. She said that she's watched me go through, and she said that I have kind of as my beard gets grayer and all this. She goes, you started out. She goes, when you first had your beard, she said, you kind of started out in one era. Then she said you kind of transitioned into Charles Spurgeon, but now you're moving your way to Zeus.
Oh, you gonna get on there?
So no, I tell you what. She said you started out as Henry VIII.
Oh,
She goes,
yeah,
that
I
was,
can see
she said
that.
that was your first beard.
You need a big turkey
And I was
leg.
weighing 305. She said, so you started at Henry VIII, then you transitioned into Charles Spurgeon, and right now you're on your way to Zeus.
As you get, if it gets white,
Right?
yeah.
So I don't know.
This Spurgeon thing.
Greg, I get this all the time. Greg, I get pictures of Charles Spurgeon all the time.
Same hairdo,
Same cheeks.
and
same beard.
same oval face and small forehead.
Rick, you might ought to get on that Ancestry.com and check
yeah.
that out. You may have some time.
I feel so.
Might have a Spurgeon in
Look,
that
a lot of people have great respect for him too, rightfully so. I don't want to ruin his image. I feel so bad for him.